This is Italian football our channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 7 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. Thank you so much. Let's start from the Lecce Sassuolo game. Sassuolo is going on perfect in the recent weeks. They won versus 3-1 Udinese in last match at home. They won against 1-0 Verona in last away game. Before they lost against 2-1 Inter in away game. Sassuolo is playing better at home. Lecce got the first victory against Parma by winning 1-0 in the last away game, my dear friends. And in the last match at home, Lecce stayed draw against Bologna 2-2. And before Lecce lost against 2-1 Cagliari at home. This is going to be so challenging game, my dear friends. Sassuolo is better team than Lecce, but Lecce is going to be at home and they will be so ambitious. Nevertheless, my dear friends, in the last game played between of these two teams ended up in 1-1 draw. Again, my prediction is going to be draw for that game, draw. Lecce 1, Sassuolo 1. And second game, Pisa Verona. Pisa is at the bottom of the point table and Verona is third to last on the point table. Both of the sides couldn't get any victory this season in Serie so far. They got a very poor start season. Pisa will want to make the advantage of playing at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Fiorentina in last match at home. Before they lost against 1-0 Udinese and Roma at home. They lost against 4-0 Bologna in last away game. They are one of the weakest elements of Serie. They will play in Serie B for sure next season. This is my opinion. And Verona team really is in so bad situation. They lost against 4-0 Lazio in away game. They lost against 2-0 Roma in last away game. They lost against 1-0 Sassuolo in last match at home. My dear friends, I cannot put forward one side for victory. Maybe Verona is more dangerous team than Pisa, but Pisa will force them significantly at home. Because of that, draw is my prediction. Pisa 0, Verona 0. And another game, Torino Napoli off. Torino will be at home, and Torino couldn't get any victory at home. They got just one victory this season in Serie A. Torino lost against 3-0 Atalanta in last match at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Fiorentina at home. They stayed draw against 3-3 Lazio in last away game after an interesting game. Napoli team, my dear friends, is at the top position in Serie A. They are the champion of the last season. They won versus 2-1 Genoa at home. They won against 3-2 Pisa at home, but they lost against 2-1 Milan in last away game. Last season, Napoli won against Torino 1-0 in away game. Again, Napoli is stronger and better team than Torino. I want to take a chance to Napoli for victory. Torino 0, Napoli 2 is my prediction for this game. Roma Inter off. Last season, Inter won against Roma 1-0 in away game. Inter is going on so good in the recent games. They are on the 4th spot. They got back-to-back victories. Inter won versus 2-0 Cagliari in away game. They won against 4-1 Cremonese at home, but before Inter lost against 4-3 Juventus in away game. Roma has so strong team defense. They are playing so good under the management of Gianpiero Gasperini. They are on the 2nd spot. They are 3 points ahead of Inter. Roma team won versus 2-1 Fiorentina in last away game. Roma won against 2-0 Verona in last match at home. Before they won against 1-0 Lazio in derby game. My dear friends, this game may end up in draw. Draw is possible in that game, but just by 1 goal margin. I feel in that way. I want to take a chance to Inter for victory. Roma 0, Inter 1 is my prediction for this game. Another match, Como Juventus off. Como will be at home. They got back-to-back draws at home. They stayed draw against 1-1 Cremonese and Genoa at home. And they stayed draw against Atalanta 1-1 in last away game. Juventus got back-to-back victories at the same time, back-to-back draws at the same time. They stayed draw against 1-1 Atalanta at home. They remained draw against 0-0 Milan in last match at home. They stayed draw against 1-1 Verona in last away game. This is going to be so challenging match. Last season Juventus won against Como 2-1 in away game. This game may end up in draw. Draw is probability in that game, but this time, I want to take a chance to Juventus for victory. Como 1, Juventus 2 is my prediction for this game. Genoa Parma off. Genoa is second to last on the point table. They have just 2 points. They couldn't get any victory in Serie A thus far this season. They are in so bad situation. They lost against 1-0 Juventus at home. They lost against 3-0 Lazio at home. They lost against 2-1 Bologna and Napoli in the recent 2 away games. Parma team won against 2-1 Torino at home, and they lost against 1-0 Lecce in last match at home. Parma, my dear friends, lost against 2-0 Cagliari in away game. They stayed draw against Cremonese 0-0 in away game. Parma got poor results at home and in away games generally. Last season Genoa won against Parma 1-0. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possible, but that's enough. Really, that's enough. I want to take a chance to Genoa for victory. First time they will get a victory this season. This is my opinion and prediction. Genoa 1, Parma 0 is my prediction for this game. Cagliari Bologna off. Last season Bologna won against Cagliari 2-0 in away game. Cagliari will be at home. They lost against 2-0 Inter at home. Before they won versus 2-0 Parma at home. Cagliari stayed draw against Udinese 1-1 in last away game. Bologna is playing way more better at home. They won against 2-1 Genoa at home. They won versus 4-0 Pisa in last match at home. But Bologna stayed draw against 2-2 Lecce in last away game. Bologna couldn't get any victory in away games. Last season they won against Cagliari 2-0 in away game. Bologna is seeming closer to victory than Cagliari. This is my opinion. But Cagliari will force them significantly at home. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Cagliari 1, Bologna 1. And another game, Atalanta Lazio off. Lazio won against Atalanta 1-0 in away game last season. Atalanta stayed draw against Como 1-1 in last match at home before they won versus 4-1 Lecce at home. Atalanta team won against Torino 3-0 in away game. Lazio won versus 3-0 Genoa in last away game before they lost against 1-0 Sassuolo in away game. Lazio got a poor start to season. They stayed draw against 3-3 Torino in last match at home. This is going to be so hard clash. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possible in that game. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. But just by 1 goal margin with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Atalanta for victory. Atalanta 2, Lazio 1 is my prediction for this game. Milan Fiorentina off. Fiorentina got a very poor start to season. I feel in that way Stefano Pioli will be sacked from Fiorentina, my dear friends. They lost against 2-1 Roma in last match at home. They lost again. They stayed draw against Pisa 0-0 in last away game. Before they stayed draw against 0-0 Torino in away game. They couldn't get any victory, my dear friends, this season in Serie. And Milan will be at home. Milan got a very good start to season. They are on the 3rd spot. They won against 1-0 Bologna at home. They won versus 2-1 Napoli in last match at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Juventus in last away game. Last season Milan Fiorentina game ended up in 2-2 draw. Milan will make the advantage of playing at home. They are stronger and better team than Fiorentina. They will win over against Fiorentina. Milan 1, Fiorentina 0 is my prediction for this game. Cremonese Udinese, this is the last match of the week. Cremonese will be at home. They won versus 3-2 Sassuolo at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Parma at home, but they lost against 4-1 Inter in last away game. They got the first defeat against Inter this season. Udinese stayed draw against Cagliari 1-1 in last match at home, but they lost against 3-1 Sassuolo in last away game. They got bad results as of lately, but before they won versus 1-0 Pisa in away game. In the last game, Cremonese Udinese stayed draw 0-0, my dear friends, and I feel in that way this is going to be so hard clash. Udinese is seeming a little bit closer to victory, although they are playing in away game. But my prediction is going to be one more time draw. Cremonese 1, Udinese 1. All my predictions like this for match day 7 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click on the like button. It makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye.